but 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 hello and welcome to Pass Fail, a Zoom class, but also a game show. And because I am under the weather this week, it is not a dated format. I refuse to accept that. Welcome. I am your host, Professor whatever, Jack. And we have three wonderful student contestants. We have Andrew. Hello, how are you doing, Andrew?
I'm doing very well. How are you doing, Jack?
Doing good, thank you. Thank you for dressing up for this episode of Pass Fail.
Of course.
We have Dylan.
Oh, hi.
Hello, Dylan. Dylan has been the most frequent student contestant on Pass Fail. This is your 7th time on the show.
Oh, God.
How does that feel emotionally?
Why did you say that? I mean, like, not great, but like, I keep saying yes. So who's the real idiot here?
One of us. We'll find out over the course of these next 30 minutes. And our final student contestant this week is Khenadi. Welcome to the show, Khenadi. How are you doing?
Just swell.
Good. This is Kennedi's first time on the show. Is there any bits of your personal knowledge you're hoping come up this evening?
Latin American no.
No Latin Americans. Noted.
No.
All right.
Latin American. What is the word? I can't English.
Capitals?
So that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one. It would be very easy if the question was just Latin American continents.
Shut up. I didn't say it.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I'll edit that part out. So this isn't just a Zoom call where Kennedy gets increasingly mad at me. This is a game show with prizes, and I am too cheap for a physical prize. So the winner of Pass Fail gets to change my profile picture on all forms of social media. That is Facebook, that is Instagram, that is Twitter. That is places where my friends follow me. Those are places where my family follows me. If Andrew wins Pass Fail this week, my profile picture is going to be... Now just help us out. Who is this?
This is not Halsey, but Malsey. It's a video in which fans confront Halsey in a mall in about like circa 2016, I want to say.
Okay.
And they're just like, sing a song for us. And she like a cappella sings Blink-182's I Miss You. She tries to get them to sing along, which she's just, doing her little like Halsey cursive singing in the middle of a mall. It's a very odd video.
Good.
That I cherish.
I'm glad that we could both remember that video together. If Dylan wins Pass Fail this week, I'm gonna say it now. When this picture was sent to me, the caption was just "Good luck, buddy." If Dylan wins Pass Fail this week, my profile picture on all forms of social media is going to be Now, I do want it to be said. We're filming this episode in December.
I forgot that. I forgot that these are pre-recorded.
A lot of so the thing is, who knows what the next 3 months have in store?
Who knows how the reactions will be in March?
We'll hopefully we
won't
have to find out.
Arc. Who knows?
I doubt that one. I'm going to be honest with you. And finally, if Kennedy wins Pass Fail this week, my profile picture on all forms of social media is going to be... Now, help us out. Who is that?
I always forget his name. John?
Close
Jack.
enough. All right.
Jack.
Yeah.
It's this guy I know.
Yeah, I would argue that it's a really handsome picture that makes whoever this is look really good.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's really not you, Jack.
I'd say the same exact thing.
Yeah. I'm glad to hear it. This isn't just a Zoom call where we talk about some pictures that may or may not haunt me for the rest of my life. It is a game show with questions. Those questions are in categories, and this week those categories are Cars, the vehicle, not the film trilogy. Mash them up, where I'm going to ask you 2 questions and the answers mash up to make one long phrase themed around musicals. There's going to be news clips gone wrong, which are just, do you remember all those viral news clips that go wrong? We'll all find out together. There is the solar system, but not really, where all of the answers will be parts of the solar system, but none of the questions will be. There is why is that word like that, which is just trivia about the history of words that's going to be themed around sports. And finally, within 10, which is a numbers guessing round themed around 18th century events. Andrew, your name comes first in the alphabet. Where do you want to take us?
I'll do mashup musicals because I'm thinking between mashup musicals and new clips gone wrong because I don't know anything about cars or sports or science.
Yeah, I hate all of these.
I'm like, these are my weakest suits.
This is what you come up with after 2 years of this game show?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Great.
Great.
I'm gonna do news clips gone wrong.
So-
I like this one. This one seems like a good neutral one.
Good.
You know, everyone can have a chance at this one.
We've all seen the news.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's ask some questions about those news clips that go wrong. In 2018, a Fox 5 news clip went viral after a kid answered a reporter's questions with, "Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?" What was being reported on in that clip? Andrew.
Was it like a tornado?
It is
Hurricane?
not a tornado. Dylan.
I'm gonna kind of steal from Andrew. It wasn't a hurricane.
It was not a hurricane. I'll tell you, it is not a kind of weather. Kennedy.
Is it sports?
It is not sports.
Yeah.
I'll put us out of our misery because we have 4 more questions in this category.
No. Does it have to be like a specific thing or can it be general?
I'll tell you if you're right or wrong.
Okay. Is it like politics?
No.
Okay. Move on.
The answer I am looking for is, in fact, fireworks. They were reporting on the fact that fireworks were now for sale for the first time in the year. In 2015, KTLA reporter Courtney Friel made a kid cry during an interview about school. What grade was that kid starting? Andrew.
Kindergarten.
It is not kindergarten. Kennedy.
It's the 4th grade.
It is not the 4th grade. Dylan.
I think it's the 2nd grade.
It is not the 2nd grade. Andrew.
The first.
It is not the 1st grade. Kennedy.
7.
It is not. Andrew.
Third.
It is not the 3rd.
Oh, that was gonna be my.
Kennedy.
5th grade.
It is not the 5th grade. Dylan.
I've seen the video. It's a young
6th
kid.
grade.
Sorry.
It is not the 6th grade. It is a young
Okay.
kid. You are correct on that. Kennedy.
He was gonna start preschool.
He was going to start preschool. Pre-K
That's not
is the
great. That's a
answer
trick
I'm looking
question.
for. Oh no, a trick question on
That's not a-
pass-fail?
That's not
Oh,
a
I'd
grade.
never. Yeah, it is.
No, it's not
Surely.
mandatory for everybody.
Okay, but
You
that
can
doesn't
skip
make it.
it.
All right.
You could get held back in it. I was held back in pre.
In the movie Anchorman, Ron Burgundy gets fired for reading "Go fuck yourself, San Diego" off a teleprompter, but what was his normal catchphrase? Dylan.
Ooh, stay classy, San Diego.
Yes, you stay classy, San Diego is the answer I was looking for.
Yes, Lord.
Now, the Hide Your Kids, Hide Your Wife video has been watched more than 81 million times, the remix over 150 million. But in which state did the original interview take place? Kennedy.
Minnesota.
It is not Minnesota.
Ah.
Dylan.
Dirty Jers, baby.
It is not Dirty Jers. Andrew.
I want to say Georgia.
That is the closest so far, but that is not the answer I'm looking for.
Okay.
Kennedy.
Okay.
Is it Florida?
It is not Florida.
Okay.
Andrew.
Louisiana.
It is not Louisiana. We're close though. Dylan.
Mississippi.
It is not Mississippi.
Ooh, we're tightening.
Kennedy.
Michigan.
It is not Michigan. That is the
How is that
furthest
close?
state that we have said.
If you want to know something really bad, I don't
Yeah.
know yet.
Right. Andrew.
Alabama.
Yes, Alabama is in fact
we're gonna
the
keep moving
answer
west.
I am looking for. And finally, in this round, in 2017, Robert Kelly's BBC News interview was interrupted by his two adorable children walking into the room. But what country was the man talking about before it happened? Kennedy.
Lithuania.
It is not Lithuania. Andrew.
Afghanistan.
It is not Afghanistan. I'll tell you, it's a country that had news happen in 2017. Which really narrows it down. Dylan.
Ukraine.
It is not Ukraine. Kennedy.
Russia.
It is not Russia. Though that is the closest geographically so far. Andrew.
Well, that doesn't help.
France.
No, France is not the answer I'm looking for.
One, Russia is huge. Closest geographically means absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
Okay, I'm sorry that my clue did not tell you the exact answer of the question.
That's what I mean.
Ukraine, how
Wait,
is it
maybe.
closer?
Andrew.
Is it China?
It is not China.
Iceland? I don't know.
It is not Iceland. Dylan.
Turkey?
It is not Turkey.
Oh, wait. No.
There are so many countries.
Yes, I agree. There are so many countries. Dylan.
Syria.
It is not Syria.
Okay.
You know what?
Kennedy.
It's in the United States.
No, it is
It's
not
close
the
to
United
Russia.
States.
It's close to Russia.
We just hadn't said it yet, which was funny.
Any final guesses?
Like Japan.
It is not Japan.
That would have been so funny.
Oh, wait.
Dylan.
North Korea.
It is not North Korea.
Nah.
Andrew.
And it's gonna be Uzbekistan.
It is not Uzbekistan.
All right.
I'll put us out of our misery, and Dylan's going to
Lay it
get
on
really
us.
annoyed at me. But the answer I'm looking for
Oh.
is South Korea.
I thought the
South.
answer that was going to annoy me was going to be Israel, but
South Korea. So at the end of that round, everyone is tied with 1 point. Dylan, your name's next in the alphabet. Where do you want to take us?
let's do the solar system, but not really.
Great. So I'm going to ask you some questions that do not have to do with the solar system, but all of the answers are going to be parts of the solar system. For example, what is the name of Mickey Mouse's pet dog? Dylan.
Pluto.
Yes, Pluto is in
Which
fact
is
the
weird.
answer.
We pointed this out, right? That Mickey Mouse owns a dog, but Goofy, his best friend, is also a dog.
Oh, fuck.
You know
How
what?
does
I'm
that
glad
work?
it's been raised on the
Is
show.
it the fact that the collar is on? Is it maybe is Pluto sentient and like that's his thing? Like he's into it?
Well, wait, because. Oh,
The implications of this are weird when you think about it.
So we
Very
don't
much
keep
so.
thinking about it. Which is the only metallic element that is at room temperature? Dylan.
Mercury.
Yes, Mercury is the answer I am looking for. Who is the Roman god of time and wealth, among many other things? Andrew.
Jupiter.
No, Jupiter is not the answer I'm looking for. Kennedy.
wait, Roman. Never mind.
No, wait, Roman, never mind, is not the answer I am looking
Okay,
for.
thank you.
Dylan.
Saturn.
Yes, Saturn is in fact the answer I am looking for.
Whose
Saturn.
counterpart is Kronos, who's a Titan, but I guess in the Roman mythos he's converted to a god.
Oh,
We want to
so
get technical
friends
here.
are also nerds. Got it.
Next up, what is Colin to Tom Hanks? Dylan.
Sun.
Yes, sun is the answer I am
Thought
looking
sun,
for.
and in my head, I
That's
was
not-
like, wait, what is?
That is the
I was
worst.
like, what planet
I
is
guess-
sun?
I guess-
Sun is
It's
I guess
part
if
of the
you're
solar
comparing-
system. The word solar means sun.
yes.
I guess if you're comparing like Colin to what's Chet, like
Yeah, I
Colin
wasn't-
is the
We
Colin
weren't
is
gonna
the
have
son of
we
of
weren't gonna have a
Tom,
trivia question about Chet Hanks, and I think we can all agree on that.
but like certainly
Why?
he gets more joy and life from that son versus the other.
Final question, and I would argue smartest question in this round. Where does poop come from? Andrew.
Uranus.
Yes, Uranus is in fact the answer I am looking for at the end of that incredibly important round. So at the end of that, Dylan has 5 points, Andrew has 2 points, Kennedy has 1 point. Kennedy, your name comes next in the alphabet. Where do you want to take us?
Why is that word like that?
Great. So I am going to ask you about some history about words related to the names of sports. Most of
love
these
sports.
answers are just going to be the names of sports. For
Love
example, which sport gets its name from the goals on either end of the court? Dylan.
Basketball.
Yes, basketball is in fact the answer I'm looking for. Easy ones to start us off. We'll get
I was like, goal net?
Or
I was
That's a
gonna
word.
say the word goals so threw me off. That was good.
Thanks. Which sport's name comes from a Middle French word meaning shepherd's staff? Andrew.
lacrosse.
It is not lacrosse, which comes from a different French word. Kennedy.
I don't know, like cricket.
It is not cricket. Dylan.
Badminton?
It is not badminton. Andrew.
Polo. Water
It is
polo.
It is not polo nor water polo. Dylan.
Hockey?
Yes, hockey is in fact
What?
the answer I am looking
I
for.
thought that's just like slang
Hockey.
for something. Someone just
No,
like, I
yeah.
just hock it. I just hock
Wow.
Yeah,
That
you
makes
learned some.
sense. That
You learned some stuff here
makes
on
sense.
I was
Passfail.
gonna say I'm just like learning things. Cool.
it.
That's the
French.
Wow.
that's part of the
Wow.
point.
That's why you called it a Zoom class.
Yeah. Next up, in which country did the word soccer originate? Oh, I saw two hands go up at the same time. Andrew?
This is half a joke. I was gonna say Pangea.
It is not. It is not Pangea.
That's like all of them.
Well, I wouldn't call it a
wonder-
country, but yeah, that does encompass all
Landmass.
land. If the question was what landmass did the word soccer originate, I'd give you the point here.
All right, fine.
Kennedy.
Oh, that was me mocking you. However, let's go with Greece.
It is not Greece. Andrew.
Mexico, because the Mayans invented it.
It is the word soccer does not come from Mexico.
Oh,
So
the
I'm looking for
word soccer.
the word.
Okay.
Yes, Dylan.
Is it us dirty Americans?
It is not us
It's
dirty
football
Americans.
everywhere else.
As much as they like to give us grief for it. It's one of the countries that calls it football. Kennedy.
Is it England?
Yes, England is in fact the answer I am looking for.
Thank you.
So whenever they make fun of us for saying the word soccer, remind them that it's their word.
Do you know
Fucking
why?
Democrats.
Like what soccer means? Like
It
why
comes-
it's English,
Yes,
apparently.
I don't know where the original word comes from, but the reason we call it soccer comes from Oxford ER slang. It's the same thing that gets you words like fiver, and things like that. And so they called it some other thing that sort of sounded like this. And then the Oxford kids started calling it soccer, and that name took off mostly stateside.
It's because the preppy rich kids started a thing and then moved to the States. That's why.
Right.
Yeah.
The contradiction is really what got me. I was like,
Yeah.
that's England.
That's why I thought it was fun to share. Which sport shares a name with a bug, though its actual origins are hotly debated? Andrew.
Cricket.
Yes, cricket is in fact the answer I was looking for. And finally in this round, which sport's name comes from the school it was first played in? Kennedy.
Like baseball?
It is not baseball. Dylan.
Is this one badminton?
It is not badminton.
Badminton University. It sounds like some posh bullshit.
No, you're right. Badminton comes from an English estate. Dylan.
Is it rugby?
It is in fact rugby.
Okay.
Rugby was the answer.
I was like,
Okay.
Rutgers is
What
a
was
school.
the school?
The rugby
It's
school.
So it must be
Where?
rugby.
In England.
Okay, thank you.
So at the end of that round, Kennedy has 2 points, Andrew has 3 points, and Dylan an insurmountable 8 points. But it's still anyone's game in pass fail. It's not actually
What?
insurmountable. I'm just kidding.
Not.
I'm just kidding.
I'm totally gonna lose points in the final round. Now that's
So-
a thing.
Kennedy, where do you want to take us next?
Oh, why me? Okay. Let's go. I guess we gotta do mash 'em up musicals. So
Great. So I am going to ask you 2 questions. The answers are going to mash up together into one long phrase, and the first question in each of these is going to be a musical. For example, which Disney musical holds the record for highest grossing stage musical of all time, and who did the Knights of the Round Table serve? Kennedy.
is it Cats?
It is not Cats.
Cats.
That is pretty close, though, I suppose. Dylan?
Yeah, is it a Lion King Arthur?
Yes, the Lion King
Ah.
Arthur is the answer I am looking for. The
I was
Lion
gonna
King
say
Arthur.
the Aladdin Arthur. I was like the Aladdin King
Wait.
Arthur. I was like, what the hell?
Oh, because they're
Lion
matched
King.
up.
Yeah.
It's before and after from Jeopardy, but he stole it.
There we
Hey,
go.
it's nothing like Jeopardy. Nothing on this show is legally like Jeopardy. Next
Also, it's on Wheel of
question.
Fortune
Okay.
too.
Okay.
Next question. Which musical is made up of songs by ABBA, and which actress was briefly married to Frank Sinatra? Andrew.
Mamma Mia Pharaoh.
Yes, Mamma Mia Pharaoh is the exact
Oh, no.
answer I was looking for
God,
here.
I would pay to see that musical.
This is gonna be so good.
There's a couple in here I would pay to see. Which 70s rock musical was banned in both South Africa and Hungary, and which coffee chain's logo is a two-tailed siren?
Two-tailed.
Dylan.
Jesus Christ, Super Starbucks?
Yes, Jesus Christ Super Starbucks is in fact the answer I am looking for.
I was really gonna say hair Starbucks.
I
was
was
like, but that
too.
doesn't make sense.
Next question. Which musical tells the story of the Four Seasons, and which R&B group set Billboard records with their songs End of the Road and One Sweet Day? Dylan.
Jersey Boys to Men?
Yes, Jersey Boys to Men is the exact answer I am looking for. And finally in this round, which musical starred Ethel Merman in 1946 and 1966? And which Japanese media franchise about fighting robots inspired video games, mangas, and even a line of physical models? I'm going to be honest with you, this answer is my favorite.
I can tell by the question.
I put it last because I thought it was the hardest.
Because it is.
Thanks.
Man, I can't think of either.
You're a cunt.
Like-
All right, I'll put us all out of our misery.
Thank you.
The answer I am looking for is Annie Get Your Gundam. Annie Get Your Gundam.
I'm
Is
dumb.
exactly
Right.
what I was looking
First
for.
of all, no idea.
Oh my gosh.
However,
I was
It's
in
okay.
Annie Get Your Gun. I was Buffalo Bill and Annie Get Your Gun.
I was Annie.
Good.
I was the gun.
Ah!
So
you
at the
look
end of
fun.
that, we've still got some points on the board. Andrew, where do you want to take us next?
With the turn of the century.
Great.
Oh, with 10, I can't read. With 10, within 10, I still can't read. Within 10, 18th century events.
Great. So I am going, this is a numbers guessing round. I'm going to tell you about some 18th century events, which are all in the 1700s. And you are going to guess what year they happened. As long as you get within 10, you will get a point. And everyone's going to get to guess here.
We
Or-
just have to raw dog a year.
Yep.
Like,
Cool.
I wouldn't have used that exact phrasing, but yeah, we have to raw dog a year.
That's my favorite kind of dog.
just throw one into the wind. Just like,
My favorite kind of year.
Yeah, it's all about guessing. I'm really bad at guessing, so that's why we have this. For example, what year did Catherine the Great ascend to the Russian throne? Kennedy.
1716.
Dylan.
1755.
Andrew.
as the once great Hamilton said, 1776.
Good, good. I'll tell you, Dylan was the closest. The answer is, in fact, 1762. 1762.
I
We're all
watched
just
the
going to
great.
nod about a bunch of numbers that mean very little out of context. What year did Mozart die? Dylan.
1769.
Nice.
You're so funny, Dylan.
That was not a joke. I was like, I think it's the 60s. I think it's the late 60s. Well, that's where my
Yeah.
mind's going.
Kennedy.
1757.
Okay. And Andrew?
I'm going to go 1789.
1789. I will tell you that Andrew is the closest. The answer is, in fact, 1791.
God, I-
1791.
He died at like 35.
Yeah, he was super young. So, next question. In what year did Japan's Mount Fuji most recently erupt? Kennedy.
1784.
Dylan.
1721.
Andrew.
1707.
1707. I will tell you, Andrew is the closest. I will tell you, Andrew has it. The answer is, in fact, 1707.
Wow.
1707.
Very nice.
1707.
There we go.
In what year did Pope Clement XII officially ban Catholics from being Freemasons? I know. I was just looking up some 18th century historical events, and this one kept coming up, so I assume it matters.
It must have
Okay.
been important.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Andrew?
Who knows where we would be today without Pope Clement banning Catholics from being Freemasons? And I'm gonna
Right.
say 1732.
Dylan?
1733.
1733. Kennedy?
1749.
1749. I will tell you, Dylan is the closest. The answer I am looking for is, in fact, 1738.
No
Damn.
way.
38.
Damn.
I'm like, hey, what's up? Hello.
And final question in this round: in what year did the Haitian Revolution begin? Kennedy.
1734.
Andrew.
1735.
35. Dylan.
1783.
I will tell you, Dylan is the closest. The answer
You
I'm looking
motherfucker.
for is, in fact, 1791. For the
Again?
answers we've already said.
1791.
Is
Again?
it crazy? So, where do you want to take us next? Still,
What do we have left?
cars.
We only have cars. What do you mean? You're asking me? Like, where?
I want you to feel.
Where do you
I
wanna go?
want you to feel like you have a sense
I
of
don't
choice.
want to go to
The
cars. I
illusion
guess
of
we
choice.
have to go to cars, Jack.
Jack,
Great.
are you scared?
Let's
Are
go.
you scared right now?
Because you should be.
He's winning.
These are questions about cars, the vehicle, not the iconic beloved film trilogy. For example, which note are most car horns tuned to? Kennedy.
C sharp.
It is not C sharp. Dylan.
G?
It is not G. Andrew.
I don't know anything about music. I'm gonna go with B.
It is not B. We can't just guess letters here. Dylan.
A.
It is not A. Kennedy.
A flat.
D.
It is not A flat.
Oh,
Andrew.
Is it D?
It is not D. Kennedy.
F sharp.
It is not F sharp.
Oh.
Dylan.
Is it just C? Like
It is not just
Kennedy
C.
said.
Kennedy.
But it's F.
It is, in fact, just F.
It was
No.
only because I
F.
saw your face when I said F sharp, and you were like, damn.
I know. I love when people get so close. I can tell that it breaks their hearts, but it fills me with a really perverse joy. In which state do people, on average, drive the most? Andrew.
New Jersey.
It is not New Jersey. I wish. Kennedy.
California.
It is not California. Yours is closer,
Damn.
I'll say.
Dylan.
Dylan.
Yes. Texas.
It is not Texas. Andrew.
Nevada.
It is not Nevada.
Oregon.
Arizona.
Washington.
Utah?
It is not Utah. I'm pretty sure that's the closest if the map in my mind is correct. Andrew.
New Mexico.
Colorado.
Wyoming?
Yes, Wyoming is in fact the answer.
Like
I
we're
was
making our
looking
way
for
up.
Sense.
Wyoming, because it's big and everything's all
big and
far
there's
apart
no
from
one
each
there.
other.
Like no one fucking lives there.
Everyone's
Next
spread out.
question.
Mhm.
What is the least common color of car? Andrew.
Rose gold.
It is not rose gold.
Oh, clarification.
Okay.
Is this a color that like is commonly? It is like rose gold. Like
Well, yeah, of colors that
color
are
is not in like
colors that are
production.
regularly commercially sold.
Perfect.
Okay.
These are just regular. There's no. I'll tell you. There's no extra adjectives. Just the names of colors. Kennedy.
Purple.
It is in fact purple.
Thank you.
Purple is the answer I was looking for.
I know because I want a purple car.
In
Good.
high school, I had a friend who had a purple car. It was like magenta.
Ah, very nice.
Well, that's
I want a Pikachu car. I want a car. They make them real.
They do.
Yellow.
It's true.
so that's like not a color. Pikachu is a character.
Yes. Good job,
You
Kennedy.
can't drive a
Thank
person.
you.
Within 100, so everyone's going to get to guess here, how much was the original Model T sold for?
Model T?
Yeah, the original Ford Model T car.
Oh, well, you have to say Ford.
Yeah, like I know
Okay.
what you're talking about.
I don't have my license, Jack.
I also don't have my license.
I know that.
It
Andrew.
was made by those like two brothers, right? No,
The Wright brothers.
Is
No.
that the
those are the ones I was talking about. I'm gonna say How much money?
Can I have a question?
Sure, why not?
Where was it made?
America.
Okay, thank you.
And because I'm thinking, when was it made? And like, inflation, I guess, and like
Yeah.
cost of things. Because things used to cost like 5 cents, but obviously a car wouldn't cost like 5 cents. It'd be like maybe like $5. I'm gonna say $15. I'm gonna be crazy. I'll say $15.
Okay. Dylan?
I'm gonna go with $200.
Kennedy?
$60.
I will tell you, Dylan is the closest. But no one gets the point. The answer I'm looking for is $850.
Okay.
$850.
In
When you-
1910?
Yeah, around then.
That's the price of a house.
When you say
They were expensive. Adjusted for today, it'd be about 20 grand. But at the time,
Yeah.
it was 850.
what did the first Model T look like? So when I hear first Model T or like first model, I think like bare bones, like almost a bike that they're like advertising for a car.
It was-
like it's got 4 wheels technically.
No, it was a little bit.
It
It
runs
was a
on
little bit
something.
more than a bike.
Uh-huh.
It was a proper car. Final question in this round: what were the original Lamborghinis? Kennedy.
Were they bikes?
They were not bikes. Andrew.
Italian.
Yes, the family.
You should get a point for that, please. Just give him a point.
Like, am I wrong?
I mean, okay, they were Italians, but I'm talking vehicles here. Know that I'm not giving you the point, but it has been my favorite answer today, so you can get a mental point for that. Dylan.
Horse buggies, like the things you put, like carriages.
It is not a horse buggy. I'll put us out of our
No,
misery.
no,
okay.
no, no.
Okay.
The last
I'm
question.
still thinking, but also no.
Andrew?
I want to say scooter, just because they're Italian.
They were not scooters, but that's a good guess. Dylan?
Okay.
Unicycles.
They were not unicycles. Kennedy?
Is it a wagon?
It is not a wagon. Andrew?
Is it a horse?
It is not a horse.
They made horses.
I don't know horses like that. I'm not a horse fanatic.
Not a horse girl? That's okay.
You've never assembled a horse together in your garage?
I've never doubled.
Dylan?
Going completely in a different direction, where they like toaster ovens and like they were like, parts of this could fit into this.
They were not toaster ovens. That's a good guess, though. The answer, Kennedy.
Was it a refrigerator?
It was not a refrigerator. Andrew.
Was it a musical group?
It was not a musical group. The answer, I am Kennedy.
Sorry. I just raised my hand so you would be angry. I don't have anything.
I will keep the ball rolling and say that the original Lamborghinis were in fact tractors. They were tractors.
Damn.
Tractors. So we're going to go to the final round. So if everyone can grab a piece of paper and the thing to write on that piece of paper with, our contestants are going to have 60 seconds to name as many things in the following category as possible. This week, the final question is going to be name as many currently available Ben & Jerry's flavors. Your time starts now.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Please no. Fuck.
All right, hands up, time up, eyes up, pencils down. How do we all feel about that one?
Like, pretty good.
I could not think of this. There's one like iconic one, and I could not think of it. It's like the iconic like I'm high and I want ice cream.
Well,
Yeah.
We'll get to it.
Let's see if we get them right. Kennedy, what answers do you have?
All right. The strawberry cheesecake,
Okay.
cookie dough, chocolate chip cookie dough,
Okay.
milk and cookies,
Okay.
vanilla,
Okay.
fish food, chunky monkey, American dream, the tonight dough. Those were the ones I wrote down. Chocolate, I don't know if that's like, I feel like it has a fancy name though, so I'm guessing that doesn't count. Yeah.
All right. Andrew, what answers do you have?
I was like going mad with like the first 5. Like after 5, I was like wait, why is none of them coming to me now? And literally the other day I was on GoPuff because the Ben and Jerry's ice cream were 2 for $6. So me and my roommate were just like, exactly highbrows and on it. But I said Cherry Garcia,
Okay.
which is the flavor I got. Milk and cookies, which is the
Okay.
flavor my roommate got. Chunky Monkey,
Okay.
Americone Dream,
Okay.
chocolate, vanilla,
Okay.
and then cookies and cream. I tried thinking of all like the core flavors and the top ones, but of course, like all the images came to my mind, but none of the names came to mind.
I will tell you 2 of those are wrong, but the rest of it was right. Dylan, what answers do you have?
I had fish food.
Okay.
I had Tonight Dough,
Okay.
strawberry cheesecake, my personal favorite and the best flavor.
Okay.
Americone Dream,
Okay.
fudge brownie, and vanilla. Which I assume is not what it is. It's probably like vanilla bean or some fucking dumb pun.
All right. I'll tell you, one of those was wrong, but it wasn't vanilla. They do, in fact, have a regular vanilla flavor. So, at the end of this highly competitive episode of Pass Fail, in last place with a very honorable 10 points is Andrew. In second place with a very close 11 points is Kennedy.
Thank you.
And in first place with 19 points is Dylan. Congratulations to Dylan for winning this episode.
I'm just gonna finish my drink.
And the real loser is Jack McManus.
Yeah. Thank you for ruining my life. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of Pass Fail. Thank you to our 3 contestants for appearing this week. Thank you to Andrew. Thank you to Dylan. Thank you to Kennedy. One more big round of applause for Dylan for winning this episode. We'll see you back.
Good luck in March.
We'll see you back next week with 3 more student contestants. Goodbye, and make sure you learn a lot in the next week.